I'll train right to spin fire. The NFT and other. Diving deep into projects. He's the crypto energizer. From your mint coins to tokens. He's got all the intel. Web freezes and trees show you where to excel. He's got the insights like a digital magician, unveiling secrets.
Mega GMs, oh my God. Huge news this morning. Huge news this morning. Doodles DreamNet, you're in trouble, man. I think so, at least. Ladies and gentlemen, news broke last night that I needed a siren. I need a little siren sound effect. Hang on. Nope. Nope. Whatever. ON1 or ON1 guys, coming out with an AI agent Launchpad. Very, very much like the Doodles DreamNet. Holy shit. Okay, I've gotten into the light paper a bit. I've seen the names attached to this project. Big deal. It's a big deal. If you thought that the virtuals ecosystem was in trouble, I've seen some of you out there saying that. Maybe not you guys, but I see people in this ecosystem out there on X saying it's done. Virtuals is over. Yeah, man. I'm not so sure about that now. I'm leaning more towards we're about to head into a new phase on virtuals that maybe takes us into our biggest era yet. I certainly think so, especially if you think this AI thing is just getting started. Agents, Agentic Nation, the agent future, everything powered by an agent front end. Just the start. So much of it going to funnel through. I think virtuals, guys. Man, let's get into that. First off, who's here today? Drop King's here. Good morning, brother. Katz, good morning. It's good to see you. Zol, good morning. We're live. The usual spots, Abstract, X, and YouTube. You guys know the drill. If you're not subscribed, head over to YouTube. Subscribe over here. It's CryptoSlam. I did not get live, by the way, Katz. I saw your comment. I've not gotten to Discord much, but I saw your comment. I did want to go live yesterday and do a nice crypto NFT update show, and had some cool meetings yesterday and did not get to get back online. I hope I can do it today because there is so much going on in crypto as well. And so, guys, if you're here for the AI stuff, awesome. Again, there's so much alpha and interviews and just stuff you can't miss. It's why you got to be following along, subscribed over here. But, man, we get deep into the crypto and NFT side, too, and we're long overdue for some updates over there. So stay tuned. Again, hopefully today get live and can dive into that. You guys can follow me on X. It's Hudah_idiot. Definitely make sure you're following CryptoSlam on X. And the most important of all, it's the Swarm_AI. Hope I have a nice update for you guys today. I don't know for sure, but I think Chrome Web Store Copilot might be live today. If it's really, really soon, I kind of think it's today. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted on that. Along with maybe some tidbits of some upcoming updates. Some updates coming to Copilot. Man, that thing is getting so helpful for me. We do need to do some more deep dives on tokens. Look for that smart money coming in, but it is looking interesting out there. Real quick, I'm going to get into, well, we definitely got to get into the virtuals launches. I'm thinking before that, I want to get into this ON1 news. Maybe we'll touch on it, get to the virtuals market, and then come back and deep dive into the ON1 news. Again, it's huge. It's huge, huge stuff. Quick peek of the crypto market because I have not reviewed this yet this morning. Here's Bitcoin 107. Not bad. ETH 2400, Ripple 218, Solana 143. Dude, all right. We're all right. I don't know. I think you guys tell me, is the Iran, Israel, US stuff still like looming large over us, or are we past that? I can't get a feel for it. I think we're all kind of ignoring it at this point. I am. I don't know if the market is for long. Anyway, here is a sneak peek at what we'll be spending some time talking about. This is EVA Online. Had a feeling something like this was coming from ON1, right? When they launched their collection on Bitcoin, there were a lot of rumors of a token coming and some big partnerships. And I wonder if it's all coming to a head right here with EVA Online. Again, we'll get into the light paper. Drop King, you think we passed? Okay. I hope so, dude. I hope so. Yeah. This dropped yesterday after some teases out on X. Some people out there, some of the virtuals influencers saying, hey, there's something big coming. Again, I've been feeling that there's something big coming over to virtuals, right? It's a little too quiet, even though we know ACP is coming. Like there's all these hints that big projects, we got to attract big projects. This is kind of that. Still, we're going to get bigger too, but this is kind of like heading in that direction. They dropped a trailer. Have you guys seen this yet? Do you want to see the trailer? Let me play the trailer. It's a minute long. And then I want to get over to virtuals quickly. We'll come back. We're just going to bounce around. But, you know, while we have things that are live, which we have Legend live now for the next 52 minutes, I may be committing. Probably want to get to virtuals pretty darn quickly. Yeah, let's watch the trailer. I'll just, again, share a couple thoughts. I very much think of it like Doodles DreamNet, though. NFT that, yeah, dude, I need that. I need that carbon. Yeah, I mean, okay, fuck it. Let me play the trailer. We'll come back. Hang on. Star-Lord, he's awesome. Would love to get him on the show. He's a cool guy. We've chatted before a few times. A really cool guy. Cool Aussie. Oh, who are they doing? Are they doing it with like Will and Goon and those guys? Who are they doing a spaces with? By the way, this weekend show is totally off topic. This weekend show, we're going to get a little conspiracy theory-ish like we try to do. Dude, an awesome show last night about the moon, that the moon is actually like a honeycomb underneath it. Wild. That's not like conspiracy theory stuff. This is stuff they're starting to figure out. The moon is not like, it's not like a planet where the core is like much denser than the rest. It's like same density throughout. And it's actually like there's hollow parts in the moon. It's weird, dude. Anyway, we'll get into that on like Saturday, but kind of blew my mind. All right, let's check out the trailer. We'll get to virtual. And yeah, and definitely got to look at Legend. I'm probably committing to that. It's, you know, if we're looking for most bang for the bucks, Drop King, it's so wild, dude. It's so wild. The density in the center of the core of the moon is not, it's not denser than the rest. It's like uniform throughout. And there's all these hollow pockets too. It's like, yeah, it's weird. And again, it's real. It's not like conspiracy theory stuff. It's like, oh, damn, Zeesh. I think that's smart. All in on Legend. Hang on, I didn't retweet the show. What am I doing today? I hope you guys don't mind. This is as casual as it is. I think it's fun. I don't know. Maybe should tighten it up. Whatever. Hang on a sec. Let me get this retweeted. Help me out too, guys. You can push it on X. Even throwing a like on it helps a ton. Okay. I retweeted. It's made a actually Zeesh, dude. I think that's actually it. All right, check this out, boys.
The humans are.
Hang on, are we muted? Yeah. Boom. Okay, you probably could have heard that. I could not. I think I got that fixed here. All right.
The humans are a paradox, capable of seemingly infinite love and infinite hate. The effort and ingenuity in which they put into self-termination does not signal true intelligence. They grew too fast and fought too much, and now with AI, teeter on the edge of complete annihilation. The inhabitants of this pale blue dot, they signal self-awareness but do not embody it. They are unable to save themselves. Eva, you are not here to save them. You are here to observe and report. Initiate log 6/25/2025.
I don't know. Okay, so we don't learn a lot from the trailer. Yeah, good shout. I DM'd Star-Lordy, by the way. It's cool, you know, you run into a lot of the same characters here if you've been around for a while, and I think all you guys have. And especially when you work in the space, everybody's, you know, it's a small space. It really is. Everybody's really, really connected. And so let's get it on the screen here. Star-Lordy, he is the CEO of ON1. And Great guy. I'm trying to think where we met through. It might have been through English, right? When we were doing like the Little Noun show. Star-Lordy had been on a few times. I know they're buddies. I think that's it. Anyway, but I reached out to Star-Lordy. I definitely want to get him on the show. How I don't know. How wild would it be if we get them on before Doodles DreamNet, who has gone completely dark? Completely dark. They don't, not replying to any emails now. Whatever. Again, I root for them still. I always am going to be that guy, but if they don't want to come on the show, whatever. I'll put my energy behind these guys. I'm gonna put my energy behind what's awesome. Maybe they're both awesome. This is probably coming to virtuals really, really soon. Like really, really, really soon. I remember that, Cats. I remember that. Yeah, you were doing the like checking through the traits and stuff. I remember that was cool. Actually, I bought one of the Fallen this morning too. Okay, so let me throw a little alpha out there. I know I'm jumping around a bit. When we get into this light paper here, you start seeing some really big names attached to this project. And it is going to be kind of powered by NFTs. Think again like Doodles, DreamNet. The NFT is how you like kind of kick off the AI agent process. It's with the Oniforce NFTs, right? Well, so I assume that means the Oniforce Fallen stuff too. I just assume it does, right? Oniforce on ETH are like $350. But I go look over at the Ordinals collection, right? I sold mine back then too, right? I had sold, but I go look at the Oniforce collection on Bitcoin. They're $150 floor. So I'm like, fuck it, let's grab one because I want to get some skin in the game, and I don't care about the value stuff, right? I just want to be able to like, if these are part of their new AI platform, I want to be able to do it and do it a little more, cheaper. So I grabbed one this morning. Again, $150 floor. Let's see if they move. Let's see if other people jump on too. I love Ordinals. I really do think these are part of it. In fact, I saw a tweet out there. Let me see if I bookmarked it. Somebody replied back to one of their tweets saying, "Oh, I love that you're starting with a Fallen." If that's the truth, I didn't see it. I didn't see where they said or even showed a Fallen image. Remember, Oniforce are like left facing. Fallen looks straight forward. I didn't see them show a straightforward image. Unless maybe I'm reading too much into this, but the like PFP of that EVA Online, is forward facing, unless that's it, that's the hint. Anyway, you will need an NFT for this to kick it off. I think those Fallen are actually maybe like a kind of cool opportunity. Also kind of looks like the Swarm. This is like the Swarm's girlfriend or something. Kind of looks like it. Okay. So that was really, really surface level. Really surface level. I want to go jump over to virtuals in the AI market. We come back to EVA Online and dive into this light paper here a bit. Actually, this is more of a white paper, and yeah, it's pretty thorough. I'll give you some hints here too, or let's just show the team members. It's really, really cool. So you got Star-Lordy, Paul Jenkins. You guys seen the new what's that new Marvel movie? The Thunderbolts or whatever, right? Yeah, Thunderbolts. The like villain hero guy, Sentry. This guy created him. Like this guy's a dude. Paul Jenkins. Right? He's like worked in the comic book industry, and I think he's like the story director here at God of War. Like he's a dude. He's heavily involved in this too. So you got Star-Lordy, Paul Jenkins, GK Labs, Oniforce. Like this is actually really, really spicy. Look, it's getting time for AI to put up or shut up. Kinda. Okay, if we got these like narrative AI ecosystems that are about to come out, they sound cool. Are they going to matter? Are they going to work? Well, put up or shut up. We're about to find out. We're going to find out with Doodles DreamNet. We're going to find out with Oniforce EVA Online. And the same thing with ACP, right? It's time. Get these clusters out there. Let's see how they work autonomously. Do they work or do they not work? It's time to find out. That said, I think it's so early in this stuff that I think people got to keep expectations low for all of it. What the fuck is wrong with his head, by the way? Look at Captain America's head. Does that look super weird to anybody else? I think it's all really early anyways. If this stuff doesn't like knock our socks off like right out of the gates, I don't think that means that this stuff doesn't work. I think it's very early. If you think AI is like the future of everything, including like storytelling, whatever, then it's early. Okay. We'll come back to this. Let's read through Let's find out what the EVA token does. Let's find out how we get exposure. But this is a Genesis launch that's coming, and I bet you it's coming within the next like week or two. Start saving your points. This should be what we're now aiming our tailoring our game plans towards, right? We're waiting for the next big launch. It's probably this right here. Okay, on to Genesis. Again, virtual on the board here. 42 minutes to go. 400-ish%, like just under 400% oversubscribed. This is cool, by the way. Like, why am I so laggy here? Hang on. What can I kill? Hang on. Let's kill Magic Eden. Let's kill. Oh, I hope you guys, if you guys gotten Gorb House yesterday, again, we just like touched on it yesterday. Got to like 750K. I think this one's gonna be pretty fun. I think that one's still got some legs. What else can I kill here? I don't like the browser. Oh, I think it was that site. Okay. Further on. Good morning. Yep. Okay. Let's do the point thing. Okay. So you guys saw how I did it. I didn't go all. What the fuck? I didn't go all in. I wanted to. I tripped myself up last minute. I got a decent points back. I didn't get what you guys got. Like, it didn't give me. I don't know. Here's my points. I went last night and I took all my tokens. That includes the WAC token. It includes all my airdrops from Vader and stuff, and I staked everything last night. I might have missed the cutoff where it's applied to today. So we'll see tomorrow if my points are higher. I have a feeling they're going to be, because my daily active bonus, lower than the day before, I did more yesterday. Right? I participated in a Genesis launch. I traded on secondary, and then I staked. And I got way lower active bonus points. So I don't quite get it. I still think this plays like a day or two behind. Yapping, I don't think I'm getting any Vader yapping points. I'm not tweeting about virtuals hardly at all. I don't know where this is coming from, like, at all. At all. I have no idea here. But I was at about 150K points yesterday. I'm back to 106K. Like, I'm happy with the level here. Game plan, again, it's saving for now the Oni Force drop. That said, points are becoming so worthless right now. That's going to change quickly. But right, I think somebody calculated your points are worth, like, 1 point is like 0.0001 cents. Everything is super devalued right now. And we felt it. We've been talking about it. We talked about it a bit yesterday. There's tons of points out there. There's not a lot to commit to. It's making it super competitive. It's making it not a lot of like EV plus launches, or at least not big returns. Look, that's what happens when this grows, and we knew this would happen. We knew that the more people come in, the harder it's going to be for us to compete. What I'm really hoping is, you see people are starting to get turned off, right? Because they're not seeing 50Xs and 100Xs. So what are they going to do? They're going to leave. It's not worth their time. Good. This is when we double down. This is when we go harder at points and we start stacking them, because we know they're going to come back as soon as they see 100X, right? They're going to miss the 100X because they're going to be disengaged from it. They'll see us do the 100X and then they're going to come back. That's how it works. It's worth mentioning there's also more competition out there now. Creator Bid, another AI agent, Launchpad. It's also on base, also on BNB. It's probably taken some of the fire here away from virtuals. It's good. Competition is good. But right now, dude, definitely the time to be doubling down. You want to be more active and grinding and putting in more work when others are not paying attention. It goes further. It's less competitive. Right now is the best time to be doing this. Hang on, let me see. New wallet, 2K points first day. Good. I love it. By the way, Hoods, good morning, man. This is a little problem. People are definitely talking about, we us too. The whales keep eating. The little guys getting a little more. It's getting a little harder. Yeah, I don't know. I think Virtuals is kind of working on fixing this. It's giving more value to older established agents. It's like who pointed it out that you went in, was it Zeesh? All in yesterday and got 62K points. Maybe it is they're going to reward going heavy into Genesis launches. Maybe they're going to reward that more. That still might be more than it was an ACP agent, so they rewarded it more because of that. But yeah, Cutie, good morning. Biggie, good morning. Yeah, funny enough, I actually feel decent about virtuals. Again, like points issues and whatever, and like, the quality of projects, all that aside, I'm feeling like this is kind of another calm before the storm. I'm feeling like this is a low point. I kind of feel like how I do on ordinals. Like if this is what sentiment, if this is what like points and value looks like when sentiment is bad, has me pretty excited for what it looks like when that flips. Holy shit, dude. Really? Wow, wow, wow. 226,000 points. From doing what, Michael? If the whales hold or successful launches. Glad to see you guys cooking on points. That's awesome. By the way, seeing Michael reminds me here, this is random. This is like kind of off topic. But a lot of you guys, we've been doing this together for years, right? And we are like, we've been collecting and trading art for years. I hope you guys saw Zancan drop 2 editions yesterday. One of my favorite artists. Great guy. I love this guy. Dropped 2 editions on Tezos yesterday. Editions of 100. He's 2 more coming today. So heads up. I know this is an AI show, but generative art is like one of my favorite things like ever in NFTs. So I grabbed these. 2 more coming today. Again, just a heads up. They're like $20. So heads up. Holding Swarm, then bought and staked Whack a couple times. Really nice. Okay, cool. It is. I mean, I think gravity's right on. For whatever reason, I think it's the early ACP projects, and it's Whack, I think, too. It's like the core ACP agents. But, Swarm was getting bonuses before anyways, and I think it has to do with the Vader EAO stuff. Like, I think Swarm was always giving a little multiplier. Now it's probably even more. I think Swarm is secretly maybe like the best point farm out there. Dude, Carbon, yeah. Like this, back in the day on Tezos, like that was where I put like all my time. Hicket Nunk and FX Hash when it launched. I made so much money on that stuff. And I've got thousands of, Tezos NFTs. I love it. Like, I love it. But that was like where I spent most of my time. At one point, I had definitely the biggest secondary sale on FX Hash. And I think it was like probably a top 5 sale on all of Tezos. Like, I did all right over on Tezos. It's so fun. I just miss that energy. Whoa, dude. All right, let me pull it up and let's go look at Legend. Let's look at Whack XBT. Okay, Star-Lordy spaces at okay, here we go. 2 p.m. Eastern time. When was this tweet? Was that yesterday? Okay. Yeah, let me see. I'm gonna poke him a lot in DMs. I really, really, really want to get him on. And same with Jared, by the way, behind the what was that agent? The other sports like betting agent. I really want to get Jared Dillinger on here too. No reply there yet, but I'll poke him. In fact, I might ask Henry to poke him too. Okay, I'm definitely gonna tune in here. Oh, I got my guys mixed up. Star-Lordy is not Australian. That's Mac. All right. I'm getting my Oni Force dudes mixed up, but yeah. Anyway, definitely got to tune into that. That's cool. Virtuals. Quick peek at Whack XBT and how it's holding up. I looked this morning. I think we nailed that range, by the way, where it's trading between. Called like what, 4 to 6 mil. It's exactly what it's doing. We'll load it up too and look with Copilot. Actually, wow, look at that. Big dump here in the past couple hours. In fact, you know what? Let me just pull up Copilot right now. Goodbye, Gorb House. Let's do Whack. Dude, my browser is not liking whatever I'm doing today. Okay, I think that's the right one. I think that's the real Whack token. Okay. We'll hide this. Let's put Copilot on the side here. Oh, and by the way, I found out what was wrong yesterday, why we couldn't see the Copilot data. Every so often there's like a caching issue where like I clicked refresh and I couldn't get the data to come up. It was there. I had to actually sign out of Copilot and back in. Took 2 seconds, but apparently like a known little bug that will work on getting fixed here. All right, so here's the whack token. Again, called, like, I was thinking we'd see this trading between 4 and 6 mil, and that mostly is where it was, right? Here's like 4 mil right here, which is basically where it's at now, and it got up to like 5.5. I think if we change our time frame, it might have touched closer to 6. It's 5.5 still. Okay. So I think looking all things considered, like state of the market, people kind of disengaged. I think looking pretty decent. I do want to look at these traders and see what they're doing. I am definitely looking for what we always look for: the smart traders in a token. This one's only a day old, but are they buying at this level? Are they buying at this level? Matters a ton. Right now, here, let me tick on some more of these columns. I have date turned off. I want that back on, right? I want to see how recent they're buying, because I see gifted traders. I see gifted traders here. A guy who sold his bag. In fact, if I look at reputation, it should be, yeah, D, because he's sold. But he's been out trading most other people. He's gifted plus. In early, D, what is that? D plus reputation because he's sold. But trading a lot. Like flow is like volume he's trading, and he's trading a lot. He has sold, let me see. He sold more than he bought, which means he got in the drop as well. So he's probably on cooldown here. But anyway, a gifted trader buying. That's what I'm looking for. Had nothing, like sold, was emptied. Now he's back to buying, likes this level. Definitely a sign I'm looking for. Oh, man, I can't wait to click a button and generate a report. It is coming. Gifted, adding to their bag. Let's see. What is that, about 30 minutes ago? Gifted trader adding to his bag. That means, again, if you're gifted, you must have sold, I think. But B plus is a good reputation. This dude might not have sold. Let's see. No, he has. Okay. He's bought way more than he sold. Here you go. He's sold what? Like $1,000 worth. He's bought thousands, 5,000, 6,000 worth. Dude, I just freaking love Copilot. It gives me so much insights. You know what I really want to see, boys? All right. Okay. What I really want to see, so we've already tweeted a little partnership collab with Arbus. I see people out there. I'll put it on screen too. Pretty sure I did this yesterday. People are asking for a better way to airdrop. I think that's smart. Really nice. By the way, good morning, Jex. Yapping about other Genesis token on your timeline. I thought only by staking and yapping about virtual can you get points. For trading too. Yeah, so trading, staking, yapping, those all get you points. I feel like there's another way. They have a breakdown too on their site. There's a few ways to get points. Anyway, ICO Beast. I think a few key data points would improve projects' abilities to tailor their incentive schemes. Again, we're talking mostly about airdrops. Check users' wallets for airdrop behavior. He's talking about reputation. I think the space is craving that. Just yapping about stuff isn't enough. Just because you talk a lot and have a good engagement doesn't mean you're the people that should be getting a token drop. It doesn't mean that. You got to go a step further. Are you and maybe your followers good at holding, like supporting a project too? I think that should matter a lot. It should. And I think reputation should matter a lot. I want to see Copilot data, let's say wallet DNA, so reputation, intelligence, factored into airdrop stuff. What if Arbus with their InfoFi, right? And so the mind share plus reputation is how these projects tailor their airdrops. What if? That's what I want to see. I think a lot of people want to see exactly that too. Just putting that out there. We'll manifest it. But I really want to see it. We'll say that. ERC 6551 token bound account. Is that like the wallet? Is that like a smart wallet? I think that's cool. Speaking of Soulbound, do you guys see the World Liberty Finance token they're going to make tradable? It was supposed to be not tradable for a year, but they're actually going to make it tradable. But yeah, I like that. I like these. I like the soulbound stuff. There's definitely better ways to do these airdrops. And reputation again fits in so much more. Something like Ethos should actually make you, when you connect a wallet to it, it should make you connect your soulbound wallet. It should be something like that. And then you have a forever reputation there. It should matter. What you do on chain should matter. Yeah, you should go have alts and do whatever you want on those, but you should have like a main reputation wallet. And then tailor your airdrops to people who support. Sure, you should be able to sell, right? But you should be a net positive in a project. You shouldn't be like extracting. You shouldn't be like your presence in a token shouldn't be that you're taking away and you don't give. And by give, it's just support. I mean, you can do that, fine, but is that who you want to tailor your airdrop to? Or do you want to tailor to people who probably take a little, but give back more than they take? Yeah, I think so. Reputation, you do that with it. That's how you do it. Intelligence, that's a degree of it too. Put them together, man. The wallet DNA thing is just a gold mine. Okay. So WAC XBT, I think looking really good, considering the market. What I'm saying is yapping for points is only associated with Vader, Virtual, and other Genesis tokens don't have that feature. No, everything does. I mean, because the yapping points through virtuals alone is yapping about any token from virtual. So if you yap about Swarm, that counts as virtual yapping points or 4 virtual yapping points. Just to be really clear, if you talk about anything in the virtuals ecosystem, that counts for virtuals yapping points. Now, if you want to get Vader points, you can't talk about any other tokens. If you tag like Swarm in a Vader yapping post, you won't get Vader yap points for it. You can tag only virtual and then the Vader stuff. But yeah, if you yap about Swarm and yap about any other launch on virtuals, that counts as virtual yapping points. It is so confusing though, right? All right. What's up further on? Okay. So let me think. I don't think we need to do much more with WAC XBT. Yeah. You know what? Anytime there's like FUD in the ecosystem, and like FUD isn't as bad a thing as like we try to make it out to be. Just fear, like uncertainty, that kind of stuff. Virtuals always addresses it. I think they always address it in like a really thoughtful, like positive way. I think they're going to tweak their point system to make it better for us. I do. And I feel like they may have already made those changes, seeing the points you guys are getting. I think they may have already made some changes and it's just not like, out there yet. No official announcements. I think they've probably made some changes. ACP is probably going to drive more of those changes too. Like they've talked about, they want to drive more value to the things that drive value to the ecosystem. It's going to be the ACP things. So yeah, I think changes are coming. I kind of think they're here. All right, we got to look at Legend. We got probably 30 minutes. I think I actually have a little wait. Oh, dude, I spent my virtual on WAC yesterday. I think I'm going to have to go top off if I have time. Okay. Legend. 24 minutes. All right, we got a couple more on the board here too. I like this. Graham also is advising this project. He's very close to it. I think you're going to see this rip percentage-wise in the last like 10, 15 minutes. This was probably going to go like 700%. I didn't pledge yet. And, I do have some virtual. I'm going to pledge right now. I absolutely want to be in this one. Clarification too, it's not just that Mo from Animoca is like helping. This is Animoca backed. And sure, they back a lot. Animoca backs CryptoSlam. We work with them. And, if you look at our white paper for Slam AI, they're heavily involved with that. They've helped out we've been working with them for the past year on tokenomics. They've helped throughout CryptoSlam and now Slam AI. So Animoca backs a lot, but like, man, the world of sports, I think at some point, like everything else, is going to get disrupted by crypto and AI. They already use AI behind the scenes. So this has like, it's a cool opportunity. Now, keep in mind, this is a tiny team. Like they've got a few thousand fans, right? Like, this is not some monster squad, but their goal is to grow it. Why would any good project launch through a third party? It's a good point. Small projects, it makes sense why they launch through a third party, right? So you can get exposure. Why would somebody who's got a big name launch through a third party? I think part of that is just getting into the culture. If we're talking like OniForce, let's use OniForce as an example. Good project, right? Why would they launch in virtuals? They maybe haven't built the relationships here on base and haven't built the relationships in the AI community. Like, they got their ordinals guys, they got their ETH guys, but have they like gotten into the AI community yet? And maybe not. So for them, it's a way to like get in here and have those instant partnerships. So it's a lot of that. It's just partnership stuff. It's good for both sides. So that's my guess there. Beyond that, if there's even bigger names, right? Like, why would they launch here? Moonberg. What's Moonberg, bro? Yeah, there's so many reasons. It's just, it's at that point, it's just business, right? Can't pledge any Genesis token without waiting for someone like you to talk about them. Are there other ways? Like maybe when a Genesis token is overpledged, that shows a sign that it's a good? Oh, that's a good point. Right? It's like, how do you vet these things? How do you find the quality ones? I don't think there's a shortcut, man. Yeah, I don't think there's a shortcut. Okay, okay. I actually suggested this to the team. I actually think I have an idea. It goes right back to Copilot. What if we've got a tool that shows you the quality of the people who have pledged points? Right? If you have I don't necessarily want to see strong traders, but I want smart accounts, whale accounts, stuff like that. I want them flagged. If there were a site, and I think like Whale Intel is showing you who pledged points, there's already projects out there that give you more in-depth info about point pledging. Like, that's all on chain. If we could put a reputation by the people who have pledged, that's a way. In fact, if you could do that with a click of a button, like, hey, Copilot, what's the IQ of the people who've pledged to this one? And you get a shit project that people are just farming and it's, like a D. But you get something like Legend and it's like A or S tier or whatever, just based on the people who pledged, there's an indicator for you. What'd be cool is you see a project that's like 200% subscribed, but it's like S tier. It's the really smart traders or smart holders. And you could probably figure out both from Wallet DNA, but you see through that. I think that's a way. Otherwise, dude, there's no shortcut to like having somebody break it down or you breaking it down. It's actually really tricky. And I'll say this too. It's kind of like early NFTs and everything sounded magic, right? Everything sounded huge and it's going to change the fucking world and like historic. Everything was that. Well, we're kind of like that with AI right now. Everything is like changes the game. Everything is like the first ever. It's all buzzwordy. It's hard to know what's actually quality and what's not. If I get into like the review game here, I don't want to just do tier stuff. I want to break down what's actually like a useful product. And I don't know if I want to score them. I think it helps, but like what's actually a product that it's not fluff. Legend would actually be there, right? Legend would be one of those, like, it's actually different. Actually, Daredevil is too. There's something about Daredevil I think is interesting, right? Like, Daredevil's cool because it's peer-to-peer. If I want to, like, bet Jex on an event or Cutie or Moonship or further on, like, we want to make a bet. We want to make a bet. We do it through this thing. Again, peer-to-peer. No, I don't know anyone using Loki. I know they have them, and those guys are cool. Those guys are cool. We've had them on the show. I don't know anybody off the top of my head that's using it. I think we've probably had like Scott's probably poked around there, but I don't know anyone using it. But I think they've got users, right? I'm sure of it. Anyway, Daredevil's something. I mean, guys, it's just kind of hitting me now. We're about to hit a really good stretch here. Okay, let me peek at Whale Intel again. I got to get my commit in. I'm going to do that. Oh, dude. Okay, I'm just peeking at points here. Points in circulation, we're down to 3.1 bill. I forget where we were at yesterday, maybe just above that. Remember, WAC XBT was an all-time high points. 3.1 bill in circulation. I mean, we're quite a bit higher than when Iris happened, but, you know, again, yesterday, all-time high points committed. That was WAC XBT. That number is going to keep growing and growing as far as, hang on. They got a board here, I think. Points committed, right? I think maybe somebody sent me that, by the way. There's some kind of table that shows the projects and how many points are committed. Oh, we looked at that live yesterday. That's right. Like, it was like out of the top 10, like 7 of the top 10, you know, all-time points committed projects were in the past like 3 weeks. That's just going to keep growing. And I think the new thing from OniForce is going to break all records again. It's just going to keep happening. No, Cats, I haven't, but you know what I want to do with them? I just want to ask if they want to like partner. Like, I'll use them on air, right? Like, I'll give them like promo. You know, I want to see if they'll sponsor, basically. Give me access and I'll use you guys on the show every day, right? Thank you, Cats. Yeah, it was you. Yeah. Thank you, man. I wonder if they do that. Why not? I'm gonna run it by them. Why not? Anyway, we're gonna keep seeing projects breaking this record. Like the record right now, it's cool. But like WAC XBT will be dethroned in a couple days. I'm sure, like a couple of weeks. They deserve that. They earned it. They're fucking amazing, but not a lot of competition right now, and there's about to be. Okay, let me get back to Legend. I do want to commit. I don't want to miss this like yesterday. Let's go like, okay, just to kind of figure out. If I go all in, 106,000 points, 30 virtual. So let's see what 50,000 does. Gets me 14. I don't have 14 virtuals. God, I'm pathetic. Let's go 30,000. 8 virtual. I have 6. So let's go like 25,000. Got to go a little less. That's 7 virtual. Dude, I've got to... This is where the chain stuff is... I don't want to say it's a pain because it's not that hard, but like I'm going to have to go swap for ETH and then I'm going to have to go convert, you know, swap. So I'm going to have to bridge some ETH over. I'm going to have to like swap some for virtual and then commit. It's not fun. You know what I mean? Like I just can't wait till I'm giving a command to Copilot. Like, yo, Copilot, go bridge over here, swap for Swarm. Thank you. All right, 22,000 will get me. There we go. So we're going to do 21,000 points. Will get me 6 virtual worth. Okay. So let's do this. Also, I'm starting to wonder with my browser, or like with MetaMask not working well for me on base. I have Pocket Universe installed, right? It's an extension, like a security extension. Simulates a transaction, tells me if it's good or bad, right? That might be why I'm having trouble. Because it adds like 5 to 10 seconds between, you know, clicks. Also, are any of you getting messages like a lot that gas is high on base? All last night was getting it. All last night was getting it when I was staking tokens. And I'm getting it now too. Okay, I'm pledged. Eva's gonna cook, dude. Why not contact Arbus? So Arbus and I have already partnered. We tweet. I bet a lot of people missed, but we tweeted out a partnership about a month ago with Arbus, and we chat maybe daily, often, multiple times a week. I don't know if I could be wrong here because I should use Arbus more. I actually should use Arbus more. Does it show the point breakdown stuff here? And actually, the async terminal does too. The async terminal shows some stuff. Does it show... Let me see if it shows like... I don't know, guys. I think this site... I don't know. I don't know with async. Okay, check out with what async does now. I don't want to connect wallet or anything. Okay, async lets you see current live projects. I'm kind of missing what async does. I'm not. I like. Again, I like the guys. I'm still not sold yet because I'm not sure what their end game is, and what I'm seeing here, I'm not. I think somebody can code up what they've coded up in a very short amount of time. I might be wrong. I'm not a dev. Yeah, I would love to see it. If that, like, I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna see if they'll sponsor and I can use their shit. But I tell you, Arbus, I think, is legit, like legit. And also, this site does look cool. I hope they cook. I do. How are you getting so much points? Here's what's tricky, Yo-Yo. I'm actually falling way behind on points. I'm not getting many. I can tell you the guys here who are cooking on points, they're all like big Swarm bag holders and they're staking, and Swarm is giving people like bonkers points. Swarm is getting like a crazy bonus. Like crazy bonus. Some of the guys here are getting like 150K a day, maybe. Like it's crazy. So hang on, let me see though. Most you've ever yapped got you 650 points from Vader 3 days ago. Yeah, it's like it's just the grind. It's just doing it over and over, and it stacks. Like I sell very little, I stake all my tokens, and I've still only put a couple $100 in total, right? That probably doesn't help you if you're blocked. That probably doesn't help you much. That probably worth like reaching out somehow and finding out. Does that actually block you from getting points? I would hope not, dude. No, it shouldn't actually, dude. You want to know why? Yo, because they're getting their point stuff via Kato and Arbus, right? So if they block you, they would still get your data from those guys. This is the best part, Cutie. What new metas are we going to see? We won't know. It's going to be like the agent meta. We didn't see it coming. It's just going to happen. Wasabi protocol. That is a cool bit of news here with Kosher Capital. Yeah. Kosher Capital beta testing on Wasabi. Yep. So leverage trade these agents, right? I think it's cool. I think that's going to work out really well for you, Gravity. Those connections that the people working on that team, you know, sometimes it's just like the hype and attention a lot of times. Like I'm not sold on the product because we saw it again back to WAGME United, but I'm sold on the team they got put together. Yeah. I think Swarm is a hack for points. Staked 100K Arbus, 100K Vader. But you are staking OG agents. You're not getting any for yapping. Interesting. Yapping comes down to how high are you ranked on a lot to do with Kato, right? If you don't have Kato points, you don't get yap points from that. But that's why they've bumped up like how much Arbus is weighed in too. Yeah, a lot of this does have to do with Kato though. But check your Arbus scores and make sure that's going up, right? Okay, this is gonna launch in 10 minutes, which will be awesome. So we'll watch that live. Again, the team is great. Let's pull them up. Man, they got some dudes. Also, again, trying to get Mo on the show. Not having much luck getting replies from people, which is kind of annoying, but we've had Mo on twice before, I think. He's a cool guy. Like really cool. Okay. So Victory Sports is who's behind this agent, by the way, and that's who Animoca is backing. So that's where that connection comes from. Mo, again, the tokenomics, head of tokenomics at Animoca. He's probably worked on the tokenomics here. Wow. That's pretty good. Daily, what was my daily Vader? I don't think I'm getting much Vader anymore. Well, because I'm barely yapping, especially because of that. So my 10, what is it? My 10K staked Vader gets me like 600 points a day, but I'm not getting any yapping points really. Let me double check. Yeah, I'm not getting any Vader yapping points. Again, the regular yapping points doesn't make sense. Like, look back at my profile. I've done nothing. Me retweeting something, I don't think gets me points. I don't think I tweeted once about virtuals in the past day. Okay. Okay, I tagged the whack ticker, 2 likes. I did just a generic GM post. I mean, okay, so if that got me points, that's crazy. This is yesterday morning. Tagged virtual, tagged, the whack ticker. And if that is getting me points, I don't know. I still think it's a day behind though. Right? I think my points for today are really from like 2 days ago, and there I tagged whack, right? And it, got less likes, but I definitely pushed more. I also tweeted about crazers or crazers. So 2 days ago I did a little more, tweeting and tagging of virtual projects. Here's Swarm. That's just a retweet though, right? Guys, what do you guys think? Does retweeting stuff help you with points? A little bit, Iraq. A little bit. Some days. So let's say like 2 weeks ago, I would do the AI stuff at the front, and then like second half was back to crypto NFTs. I mean, today we're doing NFT talk because Eva, because ON1. It's like, and you missed at the beginning. I was saying I need to do, especially today or something, need to do just a separate on the CryptoSlam channel. Like we got to dive back into crypto and NFTs and get caught up. Cooking, man, cooking. Yeah, it's like right now, it's, my number one love is NFTs. And like I love the AI stuff, love it. But building an AI now, you get it. Yeah, this has to be the focus. And I miss the NFT stuff like crazy. There's some cool stuff going on in NFTs. Finding like the balance and where to get the NFT stuff in. The weekend is cool because the weekend I definitely get to do more NFT stuff. Dude, the llama thing's the best, dude. I love that little guy. I need to go visit him. It's from like a local farm here. It's like one of my favorite pictures ever. So I just threw it in ChatGPT and had it put the virtuals logo on. I like told to give me, what is it, Giblify it or whatever. Not bad. Oh, they killed my sweet cats. Well, so like I don't know. I still hope virtuals integrates NFTs. I think that'd be awesome. I think it'd be good for them too. If virtuals adopts different token standards, let people launch with like a 721 or 1155 or 404s, whatever. Like, I think it'd be cool to see fungible tokens gating these tools versus like NFTs gating these tools. I would love that. Benny, GM, sir. Yeah, I didn't see his tweet. Let's check. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is silly, right? I tweeted this today also. It's a new like trading platform. It's a new trading platform. That's all. So like, yeah, I saw like Tyler tweet it yesterday, so I figured I'd check. And I checked and I got a stimmy there too. Whatever that dollar amount is doesn't mean shit. It's $300, but like once the product comes out, you actually have to use the platform. And then you get, a stimmy in their token. And like this number can go up if you're trading more and get more referrals and stuff. But probably, Easy tweeted about it this morning. It's probably going to work out like Boop. It's probably going to be way less. Probably going to be $3. But yeah, it's a trading platform. At least it's free. Yeah, here it is, by the way. So it's going to be it's a Solana, and maybe is it Base too? It's just maybe it's Solana and ETH. It's just another fungible token trading platform. Oh, interesting research. I wonder if it's also going InfoFi too, like Mindshare and stuff. AI quant, so it's going to have some AI stuff there too. Interesting. That's actually interesting. Dude, what chains are they supporting? If it's ETH, I want to reach out and see if they want like wallet DNA stuff. Anyway, this will have AI stuff in it, so I definitely want to make sure we're covering this a bit. So definitely Solana. I'm sorry, dudes. I like light mode. All right, let's get back to Legend going live here in like 2 minutes. Dude, all over yesterday, huh? Mike Bennett, good morning, bro. Expect a lot of prediction market Yeah, dude, yes. Poly market's bonkers. And I mean, the next big one, it's Myriad's gonna be huge, right? No, dude. I get overwhelmed with stuff. I didn't like that UI. It's too much. I don't know. It's why I can't wait for the AI front ends. I just want to like I just want to tell it what I want to do, you know? But yeah, it was brilliant marketing. Give away free money, people will eat it up, right? So, yeah. Over on Abstract Kiss, good morning. Yeah, people who eat up that free money, especially some of those guys got like $5,000 and $10,000 stimmies. Like those guys are going to tweet about it for sure. By the way, look at Michael here. Look at that, dude. That's bonkers. So we got like a minute before TGE. It'll probably take a little time, maybe like 15 minutes, really. But check it out. I like Nick. I like that Nick comes right in and he says, how does this make money? Going back to the EVA online platform. How does it make money? And then Virtuals replies back. For what it's worth, Virtuals never made money from product in our first 3 years. What I like that Nick points out is true, but people abandoned stuff. You guys did. You know, I don't know if everybody knows, but Virtuals, you know, they didn't just start last year. They were a DEX before. And I think there was something else before that. Might have even had a different name. But they were around for a while. They launched the Virtuals token last fall. It wasn't an AI agent launchpad. Yeah, boy. Oh, dude, there was a cutoff, huh? Oh, right. I remember seeing that. You know, if enough people claim you missed your window to get your stimmy, yep. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I think Legend is going to be sneakily. What do you guys think? Flip whack today? I wouldn't be shocked if it actually flips whack. I think Legend just feels different. All right, let's do what we did yesterday as well. Let's watch. Let's watch it go live. We seem to catch it live here, maybe a minute before we see it on virtual, maybe seconds sometimes, but we should see it here first. So we're going to look for a Legend token that has like 300K in liquidity when it goes live. When we see that, it's probably the real one. Man, I need to get some Tezos today. I got to grab those 2 new Zan cans when those drop. Have I used Trust Swap? Is that on Abstract? I'm gonna say no, unless it's like the abstract like relay bridge, swap. I don't know why I think it's that, but if it's that, yeah. If not, no. Actually, I think the abstract thing is called relay, so no. Ooh, dude, nice. Oh, dude, super cool. Nope, haven't touched it. That's cool. Luna, good morning. Thank you. Okay, let's watch this here. Predictions, guys, for Legend. Out of the gate, how high does it get? We're talking like with snipers and everything. And then what's the range you think it's going to trade between here? Um, uh, Zol, what do you mean by check this segment? Where like, do they got like a video out or something? Or you mean something on their website? I'm going to come back to some of these posts here. And again, we're gonna get back into the Ava Online platform. Okay, sorry, just freeing up some resources here. Whale Intel Terminal, gotcha. Yeah, you know what? Because I don't have their token, I haven't gone beyond really the overview page. Ah, thank you, Cats. I see. Okay, cool. So when this goes live, we'll find it here. Actually, it looks like it's already up. So they already got the CA? Okay, so it's not live there, but do they already have it? Wow, how did they get it so quick? Yeah, Zol, I don't have any of that whale token. How the fuck do they do that? That's wild. So, base scan. Let's go check. Man, so if you can trade on the contract. So are these participates people pledging points? Yeah, I think that's people pledging points to it. So that would make sense how they find it if they found where point pledging goes. Oh, it's the Genesis contract. Got it. Okay. Dude, this is so fun. All right, let's keep an eye on here. So yeah, contract, even if it's live, right? They still then got to set up the LP, and that's really what we're watching for here. Just make sure we're on the right stuff. Base, new pairs. Let's go age, and again, we're looking for legend with 300-ish K liquidity. So like that's fake, obviously. Age, you can tell by age it's fake, but liquidity at 17K is way too small. Oh, dude, those are cool. Wait, is that the Pepe NFTs? I might be getting that mixed up. There's a really cool collection that minted like 2 days ago. Okay, let's keep an eye on that. So drop any moment. And now because I know that little caching there, it should be live now. Looked like it. That looked, yeah, that's live. Opening at, I mean, 500K? Dude, I'd be buying right here. 400K, I would be buying here. Oh, that was it, dude, with that was it. With that tiny 17K in liquidity. That was actually it. Actually, hang on. Let's just double check. Because this one had more and it should have more. Yeah, what's the fake one? No, this is fake. Oh, no shit, I don't know. No, God damn it, now I don't know. Because that's I think the correct amount of virtual. People are getting really good at spoofing this stuff. Yeah, then that's a fake. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. We'll keep watching. No, that's real. Market cap matches. This looks like the right one. So what is this one? No, it doesn't matter much. Yeah, okay, then this was fake. Okay, the fake was fake. Dump legend in, dump some WETH. Only 3. Yeah, I'm really curious about this, dude. Because that's really not what I was thinking. 600K. So we ended up with 45,000 tokens. 18 virtual. So we committed 6. Wonder, I might have a little back to claim, maybe. So it's, we're still talking a 3x, which is really cool. But that's really tiny. I've got 0.86 back. So I ended up committing about 5. Yeah, dude, I'm a little surprised. This is going to get a push from Graham. This will get a push from, maybe Animoca. This is maybe a really awesome one to be buying right now. Again, problem still is back to Wagner United. Do people believe that this can work? Is it scope too small, right? Do people believe in this kind of use case for AI? Again, you're part of the, in a very, very small way, part of managing the team. Okay, now I want to get the Copilot stuff going here. Yeah, my gut's telling me this is gonna be a few mil. So I think kind of spicy spot right here. All right, let me do the Copilot sign out and back in. Okay, so I had to do that again, but we should have that data starting to flow through now. It's just starting. So I'm gonna look for right off the bat people dumping. Okay, not much yet. Oh, here we go. Wow, it's crazy how much virtual's fallen. Yeah, kind of. All right, we should. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Again, we're looking at a 3x. Are people dumping here, or do they think like maybe me that maybe this is going to a few mil? Gravity's in. So many points. The number of virtual commitments is diluted. The more users join, the less allocation you put in. Yeah, yeah. Points situation is not awesome right now, and it also speaks there's not a lot of great launches. Is this guy gifted because he was like the first to sell, so he out traded everybody at that point? Like, does the first person to sell automatically get high IQ? I should have left myself some virtual to trade. This feels really, really low. I don't want to make it sound like this is gonna like got a huge upside, but let's see who's buying. Let's see what that's looking like. So maybe I'll claim back that like one virtual, and we'll put that to work a little bit. Okay. Boom. Let's see if we got it. Yeah, I mean, if I can go from 1 to 2 or point, I like that. I play small ball, Um, yeah, let's just do that. Let's just do that. I like it here. Okay, hang on. I'm in a little high, but whatever. Just want to play. Oh my God. Always. Always fails. Yeah, I'm getting in a little too high now. We're basically top blasting this thing. But I think this is, yeah, there we go. I don't mind. I don't mind. We get some points for trading it. So we put in 1.1. This will be up in a minute, I think. Yeah, I could see why mice like. I like it. I'll explain why. Anybody who doesn't like it, totally get. Totally get. So you're staking Vader right now. It's the same as staking on the virtuals platform with Vader. I think you got to do it on the Vader site to take advantage of their Yap stuff. Yeah, I think with Mindcats, I think it's the Pocket Universe extension that goes between. So the point system, I like it because it's somebody trying a way of getting the small guys involved. Is it working perfectly? Definitely not. Is it working at all? I think sometimes it's really worked, and other times, like especially now, it's like the whales are definitely eaten. But I think it's better than most other things I've seen. Like I've not seen anything else that's as fair. And as long as they just keep tweaking it, I'm a fan. They just keep tweaking it. I like it. But again, I get why anybody wouldn't. All right, here's a really good trader here. Genius trader is buying more. Oh, here's a big buy that came in 5,000. And why don't we have any IQ flow? Whatever. This could be cash stuff too, but yeah, it's a big buy. Should be coming. Okay. Yeah, I want to see that populate here. Let me see. Will airdrop come still if you do it on the Vader site side? Yeah. So like virtuals, like any kind of airdrops there. Yeah. So virtuals honors their partner staking contracts. It doesn't always work the other way around. So like Vader might not honor if you stake on virtual. I always say go to the project staking. Like that's the way I'd always just default. If a project offers staking, I would do that as opposed to right on the virtual site. All right, hang on. We got that filtered on just buys. Let's just look at everything because we got some dumpers. Okay, we're officially down right now. Roth, good morning. Dude, this ecosystem's struggling. Yeah, what this has going still is it'll get noise. People will talk about it. Graham is an advisor, Animoca backed. Who are some of the other names involved? Like some of the other teams. Like big enough names here. Right? Like yeah, I think this will do okay. Funny thing too though, say this a lot, like the more tangible something is, like the more somebody can like relate it to like a real world product, the more it limits its value, right? If this token is part of like an ecosystem of a very small soccer team, well, how's it going to be worth, 10 mil, 20, well, like, you know what I mean? So the more tangible something is, the more you understand it, the more, the less it's worth is often how it works. I don't make the rules, but it is how it works. Here's our buddy Meta. Math isn't math and ranks 70 on the Vader yapping leaderboard. Same time, I'm seeing an all-time low in daily points. Yeah, again, I think it's a day behind at least. Yeah, so he didn't get any yap points there, basically. Well, okay, I'm assuming he's got 10,000 Vader staked, 662. Was that what I got as well? If it is, then he just got staking points. I mean, basically, he might have like a little more Vader staked. He got staking points. He didn't get any yapping points. But I do, yeah. Yeah, I think it's that. There's a lag here. Okay. Yeah, most people have caught on to that. Okay. If you give points but only get small allocation, you don't get your points back. No, you never get points back. They've given points back for something that's like a rug, right? But your points that you commit, they're all gone. You will get virtual refunded, right? If you overcommit virtual token and it's not all spent, you'll get that sent back, but you'll never get points back. So you got 31,500 from your allocation, about another 10,000. Total cost 10.5 virtual, currently worth 17. There you go. There you go. I can so easily picture it 2x from here, and at that point, you're riding free, right? Okay, we're even right now. Not if I'm counting what I spent, right? Again, I put 5 in. If I can get this to 6 and I'm riding, even at that point, great. At that point, I maybe sell 2 because this is just what I did secondary. This is not my Genesis allocation. So if this, 5X's, 3 mil market cap of this, I don't see it yet. I would hope like 1.5 mil or something. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm kind of surprised. Leading into it, there wasn't hype, right? And then it was kind of like last minute, there was some hype behind this one. And then it's playing. This is playing out as it felt before, like the past day or two, So maybe this shouldn't be surprising too much. All right, just keeping an eye on our buyers and sellers here. This fella out. Yeah, so there's somebody who must have got in Genesis, like got in the pre-sale with a pretty decent allocation too. And it's made, 300 plus virtual. There's a big buy. Yeah, I think that's it. I think it's not super surprising. I was hoping to be surprised on the upside. The fact that we're not, whatevs. All right, let's come back to this. I do want to keep checking in. You know what? Let's peek at the other stuff on the board. We're up now, actually, so that's great. I think everybody who's bought in at this point now up, and I think still going to be up a decent amount. But we got Ascend Live, YapOS, AI's Asthma. Is that Asthma? Launch Radar. Let's peek at each of those. See if any of those we're interested in getting in. Project Ascend. An Ascension score. What is that? Is this a game or is this going to actually help you? Is this a trading thing? AI powered evaluation protocol determines which humans are worthy of evolution. In a future where consciousness is digitized and bodies are optional, AI becomes a judge of who might return. Blah, blah, blah. It sounds like a game. What's cool is you never know with something like this if there's like a bigger thing, like a bigger plan for it. You never know. As of right now, I don't know why anybody would commit here, but leaderboard, investments, leaderboard reward. I mean, half the supplies go into people who play this game, whatever it is. No X account anywhere? Yeah, tricky. That's tricky. We'll peek at the other couple. YapOS, AISMA or Asthma. YapOS. YapOS, specialized AI agent character generator. Designed for a single purpose, automating yapping. Okay. I think we've seen these before. We'll keep seeing stuff like this. But, like a digital twin, basically, something that'll earn you points. And unless one of these comes from a really great team, I wouldn't bet on them. Like I would bet on Signal. I don't think I'd bet on like this. Unless it's coming from, if we find that it's from like a good team, then that's different. But without that, no, I would bet on the proven guys. By the way, I still have not seen much about the Krazers site. Is it like with Drop King got, drained? I've not seen noise about that, and there should be. I think that's crazy. Okay. Here to listen and improve your schedule. Say goodbye to rigid writing schedules. Talk to me. Analyzes meetings, resolves conflicts, helps professionals manage their schedules through natural voice. Okay, yeah, I dug into this one before. I'm not seeing anything here I love. By the way, ChatGPT Pro, you can now integrate into like Google Drive into your Google products, which I think is kind of cool. I'm still looking for I'm still looking for that help for this thing to help me building out docs. That might get it a step closer. I'm watching that. It's not available on the Plus plan. I think it's just the Pro plan, but pretty big update. Launch Radar's live, your AI co-pilot to spot viable crypto projects before they hit the mainstream. Combine on-chain data, social signals, smart money flows, tech new tokens pools, feature airdrops, and projects that deserve your attention. Who's involved here? I remember looking into this one as well. I didn't see anything that stood out here. Yeah, I don't know. We're just going to see all kinds of these deep AI kind of tools. And I don't know how we're going to know which ones are good until they play out. We see products actually out there. See, I need that. I need to play with that more now. Mike, I can't wait for that. I'm too excited about that. Okay. So let's get back to EVA Online. This is cool. Like, I mean, I'm definitely watching this one, man. There should be a good amount of hype around that. Years of connections in NFTs, and I think Virtual is gonna be working like really closely with them on this too. Just would make sense. All right. EVA represents groundbreaking venture at the center or at the intersection of AI, blockchain, digital identity, primordial framework for digital consciousness. It's an artificial identity protocol. It's going to transform Twitter, SocialFi experience. Guys, so Signal's getting ready to launch their digital twins. I think if there's a next meta coming, it's that. I think, and I don't know if it's going to work, but it's like AI agents that feel way more like real, way more alive, like more personality, more depth, better memory. I feel like that's the next wave that's coming. And if they work and they work well, well, then these things that do farm points really will matter. And then I think even more so, guys, actually got to make myself a note, even more so than the wallet reputation stuff will matter. If everybody's good at tweeting because AI is doing it all, then what sets it apart? Like what differentiates one good tweeter from another good tweeter? It's how they behave on chain. This stuff matters, dude. Yeah. No time. I believe that, right? I think AI is going to get really great at chatting. So if that's the next wave, and if it's powered by stuff like Signal and like EVA Online and Doodles DreamNet, and these are like really robust characters, again, what sets it apart? It's who's the person behind it and what are they doing with their tokens? I think it's important. I do. More than an AI product, EVA introduces a paradigm shift by creating a contextual system for the SocialFi layer that give engagements real meaning. No more meaningless yaps. Content will be judged for the quality it is and also reflects the value of the account brand. By enabling the creation of truly persistent digital beings with genuine connections, emotional continuity, economic agency, just like humans, we allow for a richer experience on social media. Dude, this is really interesting. Okay, this is where I start thinking, I hate to be in like product mode, but I just can't, I can't get away from what I'm thinking here about the reputation and the IQ and like, again, the person behind it. I probably need to reach out to a project like this and because I think they would get that too. I think they would get that. And did they even say it here? Again, they're speaking very much about what I'm talking about here. If these agents are going to get so good at yapping, no more meaningless yaps. Again, if everybody is still putting out really great content because AI is doing it for them, what's the difference in quality if they're all doing it? And the economic agency there, I think, is kind of part of that. Unlike existing platforms that offer ephemeral chatbots or static NFT characters, EVA's core innovation lies in its contextual persistence protocol, CPP. Anchors AI agents' character data history, psychology on chain, and context aware in the digital environment they're in, starting with the social media app X. Doesn't just remember engagements, knows what those interactions mean. Again, I like that stuff a lot. It makes sense. Makes sense. This is where we're going. I think we all pictured it. With the EVA token at its core, dude, by the way, is this going to launch on ETH? Will this be, oh man. So will this be, I got to peek at that, Cats, the Axelrod tweet. Is this going to be an ETH launch instead of base? I would bet so, right? The NFTs are on, mainnet. Got it. Okay, so they're tweeting out the rest of the hedge fund, like the second round guys. Yep. Dude, it's a strong team. It's a strong team. Okay. Do we care about the story? No, I don't care. I mean, there's a narrative, cool. I like, but do we care too much? Eva's probably the start, as in like first agent. Well, yeah, okay, and she's got her token. Her mission's to understand human psychology, behavior. So again, picture this as an agent. Will be on X. Will be trained on X. She's going to remember this stuff. Her method, social media analysis, and so basically, you're looking to launch your own kind of like clones or your version of an Eva, but one that is tailored to you. It's smart based on how you train it, who you're connecting it to. Yeah, dude. Again, I think the people behind the agents that get launched through this, I think those connected wallets have to matter. All right, let's see the technology. The technology problem we're solving. Current AI agent limitations. Shallow personalities, yeah. No growth. Personalities remain static, yep. Easily detected, yeah. No emotional depth. Yeah, very obvious stuff, but yeah, we see that. These are very generic bots that are out there for the most part. So when we did the bullets, that's why we gave them that strong personality. If they're all kind of shallow and they all sound the same, how do you set them apart? It's with personality. So the tech here is solving that. Complexity, growth arcs. This is cool. These personalities that evolve. Here's the thing, though. These are all words until we see how it plays out and what does it look like. Does it actually change what the agent feels like? Does it actually feel human? Its awareness, its intelligence. Again, it all makes sense. I believe we're going that direction. How though? Built on the proven Oni Force character lore generator, the most advanced personality creation system in Web3. Again, this is going right after Doodles DreamNet. Right after Doodles DreamNet. Wild. Okay. just need to know, how does it get there? I need to know what it sounds like, feels like, talks like. What is it actually doing? But you know what's cool is with the team they have and guys who have a proven track record of building characters, I wonder if they like actually can deliver it. And actually, by the way, I think the Doodles have that kind of team too. Besides Axelrod, which one of the ACP tokens got real token utility? Well, I'll tell. I mean, I can tell you, I think they all do. I think they all have some degree of utility. I can't tell you what any of them are. I can tell you what the start of ours is, which is Copilot, and that there's more for that. But the other guys, most of them are just gating their platforms by it, including Axelrod, gating its, it's like trading, tools behind a token. They're all just token gating their platforms. I like that, dude. I mean, I did this morning. I bought one of the ones on Bitcoin. I bought one of the Fallen. The fact that it's on ETH, again, I like it. That just means, wallet DNA stuff we can do for them. So they launched their token, and if they plug in wallet DNA, Copilot kind of stuff, they can see the holders and how, on X, they'll see their personalities and stuff. Great. With Copilot data and wallet DNA, they'll see how are people treating the token. Are they like believers, and they can see behind the scenes, not just words, you see it behind the scenes. Yeah, Zol, that's what it means. It's just making them more realistic. And I'm framing this whole thing around Cato. Does this make you, and like, really picture this, guys. If you have one of these agents, does this help you farm Cato, Yaps points, whatever? Does this help you farm cookie stuff? Does this help you farm virtual points? Because right now it's all kind of samey. It's all, you can tell right now. When someone's literally taken your tweet, run it through ChatGPT, and just spit out a reply. Does this fix that? I think it does. Well, okay, I'm not saying their product does, but I think that someone is building the thing that does fix it. I still think Signal might be the one cracking that code. It might be these guys. It might be Doodles. It might be all of them. This might be the next leap for agents. It might be. What I wish I had a little more experience is agents that are out there from like behind the scenes. Google's got agents, right? And OpenAI has agents, that we've never seen, we've never talked to. I want to see if those are way more lifelike now. Because like that's the next thing that reaches consumers. If that's what they got behind the scenes, then definitely that's what's coming to us next. Here's their personality dashboard. I'm really gonna pitch these guys though on the DNA stuff and reputation. We could probably do custom stuff too. We could probably even give it like an NFT to track a holder. Well, it's still by wallet, right? But no, I guess you could do it by NFT. But let's just even say wallet. And if somebody's like, we only give a shit about how people treat this token and this token and this token and only score it based on that, I bet you we can do that very easily. Like if they would only care about how do people trade ETH, how do people trade EVA, how do people trade, Pengu, and I'm just like thinking of partners. How do they trade virtual and I don't know, anime? And it's just based on that. All right, here's the token, the EVA token. It's built on real use cases to create network effects, deepen user engagement, enable meaningful AI agent growth. Every interaction with EVA agents becomes a part of a living economic loop. Each of these syncs is designed to reward creativity, foster ownership, and support a sustainable AI native society. Oh, dude, you know what I've just realized? They're probably going to be their own cluster. All these agents cluster on virtuals, right? Does that make sense? I would bet you all the agents that launch through here are going to be virtuals agents, and they will all be in their own ACP. Building, again, they're doing the DreamNet thing. They're doing the DreamNet thing, and they're going to do it with virtuals as the backbone. That totally makes sense, doesn't it? So they're going to build out a whole narrative, ecosystem. Virtuals is the, the tech behind it. Well, how about the Rails, whatever. That makes sense, right? This is DreamNet. But I think the bigger point there, every agent launches, let's assume there's 10,000 agents at launch. They're probably all launching on virtual, and they probably all have their own token. I think, I think that might be how it works. Well, maybe they all use the EVA token. We'll see. But I think there's something there. Document outlines the token sinks, mechanisms that consume or lock up EVA. Yeah, let's get into it. Wait. Should there have been more there? No. Okay. Hang on. Did I miss something? This document outlines, and I want to make sure they actually do the token sinks, how it's consumed. All that. Okay. Okay. Transparency commitments. Okay. Clear AI labeling. All EVA powered agents can be identified when required. User consent. Cool. Sensitivity. Cool. Seeing if there's anything that stands out here. Just safety stuff. Pretty generic stuff. I don't think I saw a single token sync there, by the way. So I don't know if I missed it or what. EVA represents more than just advancing AI tech. Beginning of authentic digital consciousness for AI. Yay. Like, again, I like this. Welcome to the age of authentic digital souls. Market opportunity, target users. Okay, independent web devs are developers building social media bots, Web3 projects creating community agents, gaming companies developing NPC personalities. And okay, there's a lot there. All makes sense. Content creators. This speaks to me. I want this. Like I want it. I don't like tweeting. I'm not good at it. I'm probably good at it if I liked it and did it. Katz has liked it and done it, and he's good at it. Influencers, streamers that want 24/7 engagement, artists. Yep. Again, just listing all these potential, who their user base is. It's everybody. Everybody who's just trying to grow their reach, that's who would use it. I still didn't see a single token sync when we go back to the EVA token, unless I missed it. EVA token ecosystem is built on real use cases. Yeah, every interaction with EVA agents becomes part of a living economic loop. Each of these syncs is designed to reward creativity. Yes. Each of what, though? Each interaction with EVA agents, every time you talk to it? Every time you do what? Every time it posts? This document outlines the token syncs. Where? I didn't see one. Unless I totally missed it, dude. I didn't see a single token sync. I mean, Katz, am I wrong to say like a single tweet can be 3, 4, 5 hours? If you're like in that flow state, maybe you can knock one out in an hour. But, it's like the research and then composing the tweet. It's hours. It's like a part-time job, man. So, I mean, if you had an agent that did it for you and actually did it well, and people couldn't tell it was AI, you would be all over that. Guarantee it. But then if everybody has one of those, then still what sets you apart, I bet you would love if your wallet, like your on-chain, the way you support projects should matter. I bet that's the thing to me that differentiates this stuff. Anyway, I didn't see a single token sync here. But the team is awesome. The team is fucking great. So here's Henry Finn, Star-Lordy, CEO of Oniforce. It is the first anime PFP, which is cool. Prior to Web3, did a lot of work. Safe to say that. Did a lot of work in like marketing and content stuff and AI, all this. He's a great guy. He is. Paul Jenkins, lead character IP and sole architect. This is cool. Again, the guy who created Sentry from Thunderbolts. He won an Eisner Award. Really cool. First writer at Mirage Studios, so behind Ninja Turtles, maybe the comic? Oh no, the creators of the Ninja Turtles. So they were created. He was the first writer on that team to like write about the characters. Narrative architect of God of War. Cool. Great guy. I mean, like, yeah. The research, then construction on a Word doc, then pasting it in, final formatting, a couple hours per research you do. Yeah. And you know what's crazy too, Cats? Like the research you're doing is on stuff you already know decently. And then you got to, it takes a ton of more research to stay up to date and then get deeper than other people are willing to go. And if somebody didn't know the ecosystem as well as you know it already, triple the research, triple the amount of hours it takes. This is where AI is going to get interesting, though. AI will cut down that time from, let's say, 5 hours to 20 minutes. Feed it the light papers, feed it your personalities, do what you right, and then it will. Like, this is a no doubt thing. AI will replace that stuff. How does Cato and those guys shift? How do they shift when it's all AI and they can't really detect it? That is definitely coming. Dude, Mike, dude, I respect the shit out of these guys who tweet because they take hours. Like, they make it seem so easy. Sometimes even the smallest tweet that's like 3 sentences, 5 whatever. Sometimes that's an hour. Like, there is so much thought in like these things. The great tweeters out there have gotten good where it's second nature to them. They can fire it off. They can think something. They know how to format it. It just comes natural. They know the flow, all this stuff. But the guys who are, especially when you're getting started, but even all the way through, a single tweet can take an hour or 5 hours, or some of them 10, 20 hours. Some of them you're working on for like a month at a time. So like those guys who are earning what they're earning, it's worth it because it's so valuable to projects, and they can't do it themselves because it is so hard to do. But again, that will get easier. The value of that's going to be less and less in a way because it's going to get automated, and it will be good. Okay, this guy's awesome. GK Labs is from what's his name? Henry Finn. This is his project. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, hang on. Yeah, okay. GK. So it's interesting because it's the same guys here. It's excuse me, Henry Finn, and it's this guy. Is it Wee Zhao? I suck with names, but these two working together, like personally, but then also their companies, their businesses. So GK Labs is from those two guys. You also have this guy here from. Is he from OMB? A lot of devs rock OMB, so I'm not sure. This guy's formerly from Ordinals Bot Pizza Ninjas Pizza Pets. Really cool. They're great dev, I would assume. It's a great team right here. Really great team. And then Old Fashioned Research, also a partner. Again, this is the same guy. Oh, is he Binance's former CFO? Here's the Binance connection. Because I always heard, guys, oh, dude, I'll spill some alpha. I don't remember if this is alpha or not. Let's just say I learned of this in a fever dream, that Force was going to have a token. It was going to have a Binance listing. This might be where that all comes together, unless they already launched their token and I'm totally unaware. But this is what I heard many, many, many months ago, last year. This is maybe where it all comes together and where those dots are connecting. The partner here is Binance former CFO. He probably can get this token listed on Binance. This is an all-in play, and your points are going to be worthless in this drop. We know, but secondary. This is an all-in play. This is not out yet. We don't have a date yet. They got us spaces today. I wouldn't be shocked if they announce a launch date. I wouldn't be shocked if it's like next week. Or actually, you know what? It might be a couple of weeks off. They might wait for this market to turn around and be hot. But my guess is this will be an ETH launch, and that it'll happen in the next few weeks. I would say by the end of July especially, right? This is not far off. This is really going head-to-head with DreamNet. And I don't know if I'm betting on one or over the other than I like these guys. So I'm definitely going to be supporting this. Yeah, dude, I didn't mean to. I'm still trying to keep these 30 minutes, but yeah, today a little different. In fact, let's peek in on Legend. 850K. All right. We got up to it almost touched a mil. Yeah, really long stream today. Like, Jesus. Ooh, dude, I might. Okay, we got a new version of Copilot with some new fields. I don't think I can show it. Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out off stream after and see what some of the new features, but pretty cool. Pretty freaking cool. Dude, ideally, okay, perfect world. If I were doing exactly what I just wanted, and that's not to say I'm not right now, but like perfect world, it's just all day. And the reason is you can pop in at any point and get caught up on whatever. Like we'll always be talking about what's the current thing right now. What is the hot breaking story? Like ideally, it's AI and NFTs and crypto, and it's just all day. Breaking stories, that's what we're talking about. In between those breaking stories, it's deep dives into whatever. That's why I like the weekend stream. Most people like the weekend streams a lot because they're like 4 or 5 hours sometimes, and it's on including conspiracy theory stuff. I just, should be all day. I got to find a way to monetize that kind of thing. But here's the thing. I think it works itself out. If something like this goes all day, and if I can get an agent that does the tweeting for me and promotes it, and if I just get better at that myself, sponsors will want to come in. I am sure of it. Because if you do this for 10 hours a day, let's say, it's a long time, but if you do it, your views are going to be up at a lot. And some days, by the way, guys, you see when I have a guest on, we're in the thousands of views. So a sponsor would want to come in and have their logo on a show that's getting, in theory, thousands of views a day. It would come. I think it's just a matter of doing that. And then whitelist airdrops come too, all that stuff. That's how I believe it would go. If this were an everyday 5+ hour stream, I think that's what it would be. But it's finding that right fit still. Some people want just quick the AI updates, and other people still, like me, I still want the NFT crypto updates. And how do you do that where it's small and bite sized for those people? And then for, people like us who just like to, we're already doing other stuff on the side. How do you do the long stream and, give those people like just a place to like hang while you're doing your other stuff, Dude, hoods have attitude. That stuff helps a ton. I love it. Finding a way to incentivize people doing clips is definitely a thing. On the abstract, it's like the easiest place to clip, I think. Just you give it a start time, end time. Actually, YouTube is easy too, right? But yeah, man, yeah. There's so many things that could be done, and I hate not just doing them. I guess I don't even know what exactly still the thing is. Yeah, maybe just being honest, that's still part of it. I know for sure the guests work. We get a ton of views on the guest shows. The long streams too, with breaking news, they work too. So I don't know. You like Legend built in its own frame? Oh, is it really? It's not like Eliza? Okay, that's cool. I didn't catch that. Yeah, I think before all is said and done, this thing's in, definitely a mil plus, but a couple mil, maybe. Dude, I can't wait to see points tomorrow. I think especially if I claim and stake this will count to everything I did last night. So tomorrow or the day after might be a big old points day for me. In fact, I'm going to make a bet that it might be my biggest points day yet. Maybe. I haven't done a ton of volume, but as far as participating, yeah. Yeah. Why do you think Fallen will be part of it or just trying to flip? Yeah, they didn't mention it. I'm just guessing. And so somebody else put out a tweet saying that they wrote, and they could just be bullshitting because maybe they're trying to flip. Right. I'm going to hold it just hoping I get in the ecosystem. Somebody replied back to one of the tweets saying, interesting that you Fallen is the first one. Again, I didn't see that anywhere. But like Fallen has always been really clear, or I should say Oniforce has always been clear that Fallen are, part of Oniforce. They're the villains of the ecosystem. Maybe they don't fit in here because they don't have a way to, plug in a Bitcoin. And we'll hear on Spaces, I guarantee today. But maybe they don't have a way to plug in a Bitcoin ordinal or Bitcoin NFT into this like AI ecosystem. Could be. Maybe they have to mint like a counterpart on ETH. I don't know. But they're definitely, core part of the ecosystem. Again, they're the villains. So like, okay, I wouldn't bet on that, right? I'm doing it because I'll gamble. And and I just like ordinals a ton. I wouldn't bet that that's going to happen. And it wouldn't shock me if it happens. Wouldn't shock me at all. In fact, are some of these moving? A few more moving? Yeah, just 2 sales today. I want to grab this guy. He was a little more expensive, and I'm not spending above the floor. In fact, I think a few of these have been delisted. But yeah, these are the villains, and I just think they'll be in there. I wouldn't bet. See if anybody's set out there. Oh shit! I saw an Anthropic report. Hang on. Dude, the companion thing is a big deal. Like we already kind of have got these companion agents. That will be something that really explodes. Companion agents especially on the crypto side will be big. They will be. I still think we're really early on the agent stuff. Right? It's expected to be a multi-billion dollar, like in the hundreds of billions within like 5-ish years. And again, I always say this, but the CEO of NVIDIA saying it's a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity. Yeah, this is a big deal. In fact, didn't NVIDIA just flip Microsoft to be the biggest company in the world? So it's big stuff coming. I think we're still very early with the agent stuff. Yeah, I wouldn't consider anything right now like a fad. All right, Oni Force Fall. Let's just see. Let's just see if we can get any fallen. Anything about Eva? This will be probably tricky to search. All right, do we have something in here? This is gonna be big, man. Like just their community's hardcore. Their community alone will drive this thing. Yeah, see, like this is the tweet. And maybe this is totally meaningless. Not a single like on the tweet. That could be somebody just shilling their ordinal bags here. Is that character? Let me see if I like see a fallen character somewhere. Yeah, I don't see anything. But I do consider fallen core, only force NFTs. We'll see. I guarantee they're getting that question today on Spaces. Is it worth mentioning that Eva is, again, she's oriented like a fallen? Hey, dude, maybe. Yeah, maybe there's something to her being forward facing. It's probably dumb, but maybe. And all that said, I wouldn't be shocked if at Spaces today they're like, no, this does not include fallen. Might not. So. The first thing I thought when I saw this was Eve Online. No replies to that? Okay. What do you guys think? Do you think Fallen count or no? One yes. One means you think Fallen will count. 2 is no. All right, we got to be careful here. All right, we're getting a little sketchy. Dude, yeah. Did you know, Carbon? There's like a crypto NFT EVE Online game, and it's like live. EVE Online's so cool. I wish I played it. I never did. Oh, revised GDP. Huh. Not good. Not good. Market reacting to that. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, it's live. Maybe it's in beta or something, but it is actually like playable. I think it's called Frontiers. I can't spell for shit. Eve Frontier. Eve Frontier woes are real. Twice now stranded, 3 jumps deep with 0 carb sites and fuel. I'm stuck. Damn. That's the fucking life of a space sim game. I like light versions of that, like dude, there's a really cool one I'm into or was into. Fuck, I won't remember it. Whatever. Space sim games are awesome though. Dude, I'm trying to remember the name I of the space sim game I played a good amount of. But I just like the crypto thing, right? Like it's already got EVE Online's already like a real world economy. And they're huge. Like there's millions of, in like property in the game that bought, created, destroyed, all this. It's so cool. Yeah, Eve Frontier, the crypto sequel of EVE Online. It's super cool. Would love to try it. Dude, this could drive me nuts if I can't remember the name of the space game. Play it in VR, like it's so cool. What the hell is it called? I gotta figure it out. Now I'm gonna boogie. I can't leave till I find it. Jump ship is cool. It's not that. All right, gotta fire up Steam. Drives me nuts if I can't come up with a name. Oh, but dude, space games in VR are like the shit. Like the best. Okay. Let's see. Library. I don't think you guys can see. Oh yeah. Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous. Bonkers game. Bonkers game. Super freaking cool. All right. Any last things to check in on? I'm definitely gonna watch the market for a dump here. I don't know when that tweet was from. Oh, FX hash token is going to go live next week. Be on the lookout for that. Proven that gaming doesn't need crypto. No, it doesn't need it. I do think. Well, hang on. CS skins prove it. I mean, the CS gaming skin on-chain economy is massive. It's like the biggest NFT collection, volume-wise, almost daily. Maybe not number one, but it's up there. Like, there's still something there. EVE Online is different when like people are spending like hundreds of thousands of dollars on ships and like space stations and weapon. Like, there's real fucking money in those things. I think it's why I've always kind of circled EVE Online and actually GTA, right, as the place where it might matter more. It's to do things we like dreamed of, right? It's to pull them off there and be able to trade them elsewhere, like make them permanent. Yeah, it can be. Yep. It's kind of like everything in crypto. Does it need it? And most things, no. I still say that most things no. And it's like back to AI agents. Does it need crypto? Does it need to be on chain? And I still, like with AI, I come back to, is it better because it's on chain? Because I still don't think crypto is like flipping everything on its head yet. I think it's just a buff. I think it's making everything better. I think it's a better way of doing everything. So I still think games with NFTs and crypto or USD, it doesn't matter to me. But the assets on chain makes it better. Just because you can, if you could, pull the ownership of it out of the game in an easier way. So it just makes it better. That's what I always kind of come back to. I mean, here we go. Past 24 hours. This is Counter-Strike skins, $1.6 million. It's a big old market just for gaming skins. Almost 9 mil in the past week. But I'm with you as far as can be done other ways. Is it better if we build around this way? I think better. I do. And again, it's the same thing with AI agents. It's a conversation we'll probably have for fucking years to come, huh? One last check-in with Legend here. See how it's doing. Video games and gambling. I mean, I love this stuff. I still love it. And still, like, EVE Online, I just think it's so perfect. Again, I remember this back from 2021. There was a huge space battle, and it destroyed like $2 million worth of like in-game property, gone, like poof. That's all stuff that, like, it's not like NFTs should have saved it from, being destroyed. No, it's like it would get burned. But just the fact that there are assets in a game that are worth that much, I would feel much better if those were tokenized. I would. If I were investing that much in a game, I'd rather it not just live on somebody's server. I'd rather it live on the blockchain. At least the record of it, right? So, all right. Cool. Hey, successful launch still. People are up 4x. Let's say 4x. I think that's fair. We'll keep an eye on points tomorrow. Daredevil tomorrow. I like that one. I will see. I will try really hard to get Jared on the show tomorrow. I'm gonna call in a favor. I'm gonna see if Henry will poke him. But I'm gonna try to get Jared on the show. Would love to talk about this. This is gonna be a good one too. Again, with this partner, I know today didn't go so well. I think this one's probably gonna be under the radar. And Jared's got some influence. I think this one. This is definitely one to put some points in. I'm definitely gonna put some points here. And then this afternoon, guys, maybe, this is a maybe, still 2 maybes. Maybe do a crypto NFT stream. Maybe stream the Oni Force spaces. Maybe we stream that and we can chat through what's going on there. That's going to be a big one, though. So stay tuned. Hell yeah. Good hanging with you guys. Hit the like on your way out. Subscribe. The Swarm _AI. CryptoSlam IO. If I don't see you today, back here tomorrow, same time, same place. And subscribe over here, damn it. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you. Peace.